morning, this is Pixie doing another video. Hope you are doing well. So I think I'll do a little bit of a mix. A bit of paranormal and a bit of maybe a bit of crypto, I don't know. Crypto, yeah. Crypto's like drugs to me. Okay, well, there we go. So yeah, let's get onto the paranormal stuff first. So a couple of nights ago, I tried to try night cam sort of body cam, police body cam, night cam. It was okay. Problem is, it's quite difficult. I'd need, I think, an infrared torch really to boost it, because there's some bits that it's just dark. So anyway, I walked around a local lake to my parents. I did encounter early on. I encountered some entity. Basically, just walking along. If someone was standing in the shadows, that's what it looked like. It just looked like the shadow had some sort of density to it or shape, and then you put your hand in it and you get a kind of funny sort of electric vibe. And so I sensed something there, but I don't think it was. Wasn't kind of like malicious or it was a dark nature. I think it's something to do with the trees, some form there, just like a watcher. So that was fine, and I walked off further on down the lake, and I got to a section where there's a big dark bush and a bench, and I kind of felt like something was in there. I carried on walking, and as I was chatting on the film, but I haven't uploaded it, I'm not sure I will. I basically talked about, you know, people who sort of actually died or committed suicide around the lake. I'm sure if there's somebody from the pub probably fallen in and drowned. I've heard about someone drowned there was some boy, and he was teased because his dad committed suicide. Said his dad was drowned in the lake, and I think he might have just got drunk and fell in or something. And then recently there was some sort of teenage boy. Anyway, so I sort of mentioned about that, and it kind of like had this, you know, uneasy sort of sensation after I'd done that. And then I felt like something was basically jogging towards me. So I ended up turning around at one point. And I moved quickly, and then there was a fisherman or something in the corner. There was like a little light come on just for a sec. And I carried on. I wasn't too sure if I was going to sort of carry on this particular path or make a quick exit out of the lake. It just had a dark nature about it. I think this was of sort of some human entities, or well, said departed spirits, and maybe possibly could be something demonic. I don't really pick up anything like that. It just had like this dark feeling about it, like it was chasing after me. And anyway, I carried on walking around, and it sort of eased off when I got to a certain point. It was like a section of the lake. It was sort of like it's territorial. It's patrolling that area or something. Maybe it's only recently departed, and it's still, you know, because the spirit in this kind of disembodied form, it might be like when I encounter people with dementia, so that its memories coming and going. So it doesn't know it's dead, basically, and things like that, because it might take it to focus, and maybe it was traumatic. Maybe it lost a lot of energy during the departure from its body, and maybe it needs a certain amount of energy to be conscious. A bit like when you go to sleep, you're not quite there really, you know, until you get to the point where you're awake. So that was one experience. It was quite unusual. And then a couple of nights ago, I was asleep, and I had my hand on like that in the duvet, and I felt something just go across. Something went like that, something across my hand, and then I felt this like walking feeling across it, like a spider, and I just went in the night like that. I was off. It was sort of like 4 or 5 in the morning, and it was probably, and I thought to myself, it's probably one of the giant like wolf spider things. But then I was thinking, well, I didn't feel threatened because I think it was chasing something if it was across my hand. But then I thought, well, what was it? Because I had this weird like a burning sensation on my arm, I think it was my left arm had it, and I had a little sort of burn, like something might have bitten me, and I just ignored that. But it wasn't there in the morning. There was no bite marks. So something was doing something with my arm while I was asleep, and I was wondering what it could be. And I did encounter something that said if you see sort of like little girls, they can sometimes be demons, but that's not entirely true. It's just that it projects an innocent figure, so you're not threatened by it as a mask. So what really lives underneath. So yeah, it was kind of a strange sensation. I thought, well, maybe I've connected or pulled something in. Interesting thing, something said about mirrors being portals for spirits, and I was thinking of some of these haunted houses, some of them don't have mirrors. So, you know, they might choose to be there, or they might actually not know how to leave. They're sort of trapped in it, a bit like if you've watched a movie like Beetlejuice. They can't really leave the property. Outside of it's like some sort of void or something. Maybe they can get completely lost. Just lose the sense of self leaving it. Like the locations, their consciousness. While they're there, they've got the memories of everything around them, and it's a constant. But when you remove from that, it becomes like this variable and changing into things. Maybe get absorbed by other beings or entities and so on. As a more darker ability, could you absorb other spirits and you know, sort of like necromancy of some sort. So if you went to a graveyard and there was residual energy, you can draw and you can feed on that. But also, if you encountered a spirit, that spirit could join you, your consciousness, like you know, like a sort of shapeshifting consciousness. So yeah, or possibly share the experience. Maybe something died too soon and wants to be a part of the living cycle. So it's all possible. My mother told me a few stories. She told me about a man that was laying in bed and his wife had died and he was very ill, and he felt these fingers on his back, and he got this voice in his head, and it said, "When are you going to come and join me?" So he thought it was his wife was asking him when he's going to die. But to suggest that you want a loved one to die doesn't suggest a positive intention. So it could be some darker force there. And then she told me when she was very ill, I think it was like a great aunt, she saw a reflection in a glass of water. And at the time it was a bit disturbing because I don't know, she had some sort of flu or something quite nasty. But then she realised what it was, the spirit was saying was, you need to drink water. It was reinforcing her to take care of herself, really. So there's a kind of darker stuff. Crypto, I've got a few projects I'm chasing at the moment, just looking for new things. There's probably an insurance one, and there's something called Protocol Finance. There's one that deals with travel insurance, that's crypto, and there was also another one that dealt with logistics of transporting like parcels and stuff. So I might just put a little bit, but it's on the Ethereum network. So what I need to do is I've just figured it in my head about the bridge and to convert Ethereum across, because if you put a pancake swap and you put Ethereum, you'll get Ethereum wrapped in BNB, and you can't actually go to Uniswap and Sushi Swap and things like that and convert it. It becomes a bit of a pain in the arse. So yeah, I'm just figuring that part out. And there's a few projects. There's a MILF token, and it says these little tokens of like these sexy mothers, they says, or something. And so we'll basically get tokens, but they also send you free NFTs, and later you can sell them. There's baby punks. I'm going to need to buy some of that, because I feel that that's going to go up in value once they start rolling out NFTs. But to get NFTs, I have to go in competition. NFTs, non-fungible tokens. It's like an item you get from a game, character, sprite, whatever, you know, art. I put some stuff on OpenSea. I might have mentioned it before. So I started putting some artwork, you know, like digital artwork. Put it on there. Set a price, and it's got a resale price. So if anyone buys it, you can put it for some like ridiculous low amount. But anyone buys it, you can put like a 5% fee in there. And so when they send it on to the next person, they can always make profit. which is good. Any other projects? So Mobox is making me about $20 a day, which I can reinvest in other crypto projects or itself. But however, people have got cottoned on to putting things back in the market. So they buy low cap NFTs, these like characters that you need to upgrade your own main character, or you want to have a collection, and they put them price up, and they're just like silly money, because it's £36 for something that's not there. So I might as well use the dollars as the dollars are saved up, and then reinvest it that way. But some of these rarer ones, they're like £2,000. I come across one that's about 15,000. But they do have a lottery. So what I'm going to do is save the tokens up, play their little lottery, and then when I'm not playing a lot, because it's like every 3 days it's drawn, the other 2 days I just save, and then I can put that money elsewhere or buy what I need to upgrade or whatever. That's probably the best move. Anything else? There's some card games. It's just finding new games and also buying them on. It's gonna go mad on the 28th of August. Well, I think it is. It's just like a little running game, and you can fight these characters, but you get money out of it. So I do that and get a lot of cash is what I'm going to do. But I bought enough of them. The price is going up so high that I won't be able to touch it anyway. You know, like could easily spend several £100 buying tokens. I think they went up to 20p, so I got it now at 15 pence. I needed like 150 of one of them, which probably cost me about, at the time, it cost me about 20, maybe £25 or something. And then I bought these other tokens that probably cost me, they cost me about 20 or 30 quid. And I got like 3 different characters that are going to go up in value. So I got 9 of them, and that's for the one game. And I got 3 of these other ones, and I got 3 energy cards. And I'm not going to bother to buy any more at the moment because there's no point. But the plan to make more games in the future, and so it's going to turn to like a Laxy Infinity. And that's the thing. It's just buy a little bit, but don't overspend. So it's a bit like the baby bloody punks or whatever. It's currently it's probably about maybe 30 something pounds for like a token. You can always buy part of a token, but crypto, there's other these punk projects over 100,000 a token. So buying a token, just leaving it and holding on to it, and then going into the little competitions in order to win NFTs, which then you can stake and do other things with, or sell them on the open market. You know, it's all pretty good. And the Mobox will go further. I mean, I wouldn't mind. For some of the games, you need 3 rare of them. So, like I mentioned, if they're £2 a piece, I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to see if I can win one in a raffle that they have. Anyways, big sign off. Have a great day, and I will speak to you later.